Hi there, it's Gamer Tyler here. Another day, another stream. I would have been as late to my stream if it wasn't for the fact I was trying to make my coffee. I made this new coffee, and I was making it, and I was like, wait a minute, there's something weird about this. I was making it, I was like, there's something off about this coffee. I'm really thinking there's something off with this coffee. And and I'm like, and apparently, this stuff, whatever coffee this is, so it's a Keurig, but no, I'm used to Keurig coffees being just, you know, non. So I was gonna add creamer and my stevia extract to my coffee. That's what I was planning on adding. And I see the coffee, I'm like, that does not look like coffee. It's really weird. I'm used to it looking all black and stuff, not all creamy looking. And I'm like, what is going on here? What is wrong with my coffee? So I grabbed the box. I was half asleep. I was like, huh, my coffee. Okay, let's see this. Latte. I read the ingredients. I'm about to say, hope I don't happen again. Like, yesterday's stream, where my stream abruptly ended because the internet had to be reset. I mean, it tastes okay. But it's kind of weird having coffee that comes out that doesn't need to be have anything added to it. I think the company that made this was Donut Shop. So I didn't know they made coffee like this. It's called latte or something. Anyway, yesterday, me and my family me and my family member had an argument over latte. Like I tried, so I go to this cheap store. They sell that's how I save money on food. Anyway, they had this food item. It was matcha. It was called matcha latte. I got 2 cans. I drank 1 can yesterday because I didn't have time to make my coffee. Also, I couldn't find the coffee thing. I was like, oh, I don't have time for this. That's why I grabbed this coffee, and I was like, I'll put that in there. That way I can make my coffee tomorrow. Anyway, so we had an argument, and I said, it's not coffee. She goes, it's called latte. I go, yeah, but it's not coffee. It's matcha. And she's like, it has caffeine in it. And I'm like, what she doesn't realize is matcha is Japanese tea. Like, it's tea. And she's like, you drink that, you drink this, you can't have your coffee. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I was having that instead of my coffee. And I was like, oh, okay. She had to look it up, and I told her that it's matcha. She goes, well, it's called matcha. It's called latte. Latte means is coffee. I'm like, it's a matcha latte. It has no coffee in it. She wouldn't believe me that it didn't have coffee in it. It's basically tea. But she would not believe me that it did not contain any coffee. I guess she looked it up, matcha. I looked at matcha. I'm like, I told her matcha is tea. It's a Japanese tea. It's matcha. But because it's called the product was called matcha latte, she was all like, "Well, it's coffee because you know." And I had this argument. My other family member was all, "Leave her alone." I'm like, she wouldn't. And I got pissed. I was like, She would not believe me that matcha latte was not coffee. She would not believe me that matcha latte was not coffee. She goes, it's called a latte. I'm like, just because something says latte does not mean it's you gotta look at the first word. Like, it's basically a tea latte. I think latte means that they put like cream and stuff inside of it. But it's whatever they mix matcha into it. But there's no coffee. But yeah. But she would not believe me that matcha latte was not coffee. She goes, it's a coffee. I'm like, it's not coffee. I mean, I can tell by the taste. I tasted it. I drank one, and I'm like, it was not coffee. I know the difference between the coffee and that. It had like a subtle taste to it, but like it was not coffee. But she would not believe me. So today's Friday, so. And I think I actually posted this on X. What I dislike is like what I dislike certain like I just family member who out of the blue they'll go like, oh, I'm gonna have this family get together. I'm like, here's the thing is I work grinding on videos for YouTube, YouTube, and I do the streams on Twitch and YouTube. And sure enough, like he'll like, I remember this is before I was really posting a lot on YouTube, but trying to get to like fully content creator. He doesn't do it as much. I think it's because he doesn't have the money to do it as much. But he used to do this thing where he would basically have like a party, not really party, but a family get-together party where like my aunt would not be able to go. But he posts on a holiday, but he would give us less than 24 hours notice that he's doing this. Like literally like 8 hours. He's like, oh, come over to my house. Gives us 8 hours to get going. And I remember, I don't want to lose my internet. This is like the second time this has happened. I don't know what's causing it. And I'm wondering, we use Cox internet, so I don't know if it's Cox or if it's whatever it is. But I appear to be still connected. It's just maybe it's DirecTV stream. There it goes. It got back, but now it's on like ads. I'm like, what the heck? But anyway, yeah, I'm having troubles with my stream. Yeah, I hope it gets back. The connection is weak. Okay. Oh boy, like doing this at 4 a.m. is kind of hard, and it's even harder. It's even harder later on in the day because I have a family member who eats up so much bandwidth. Like she works from home. So she, like, starting at, like, 7 a.m., that's when she clocks in, and it eats up a lot of bandwidth. Doing a stream at, like, past 7 is going to be really difficult to do. Because we have, like, consumers. Like, this early in the morning, we have no money that consumes bandwidth of the internet. We have like unlimited data because we spend a lot of money on the internet. But that's only because I have my one family member who works at home, and she has to have a secured connection, so it's constantly connected to the internet. There's that, okay, and then I have a second family member who she's retired. Also, my grandmother, and she's also Korean, so she watches like all our Korean shows. The only time she's not connected to the internet is if she's watching her daytime TV shows on CBS. That's the only time that she's not connected to the internet. Because we have the channels on here, but she used to watch them on direct TV stream. Then out of nowhere, she's completely stopped watching. I think the reason why is the fact that like DirecTV Stream has this really weird glitch. Like, let's say you're watching a TV show, you have it at a reasonable volume. Out of nowhere on our TV, I don't know if this is everyone's TV or if it's just mine. We have like a, I think is it Samsung? Well, I have one of the big name TVs. It's a 50-inch TV too. It's a smart TV. Anyway, so we're running on our Apple TV, and basically what happens is the volume will constantly change, like really badly. Like you'll be watching at like a certain amount of volume. The volume doesn't go up. It's like the show or whatever you're watching, the volume increases like out of absolutely nowhere. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know. I honestly don't know what causes it. It's super weird. I'll be honest. I actually Scooby-Doo is actually my favorite cartoon. That's my being 100% honest. One reason I like Scooby-Doo so much is that when I was a kid, my mom would buy me a lot of Scooby-Doo cartoons, or because that's what she grew up with. So we'd watch those. And in the super early 2000s, they used to have like Cartoon I can't talk right now. Cartoon Network used to air Scooby-Doo cartoons, and she noticed she's like that's what I used to grow up with. So that's how I got hooked on Cartoon Network and all the cartoons on there, because they used to air those cartoons on there. They still air them now. But they used to air a lot more Hanna-Barbera licensed properties. I think they did. I remember it being when I was a kid. It was like 2001 something. I think they used to air like a lot of like Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I think the reason why they would do it wasn't for ratings or anything. It was because they were trying to entice people to subscribe to Boomerang. Because I think it was called like Boomerang on Cartoon Network. And they were trying to entice people. I think. That's what I thought it was. And I mean we had basic cable when I was a kid. But we never got I remember when my mom first got we had back when I was a kid we had Cox cable. Oh my gosh. And she decided to upgrade. I don't remember why, but eventually she decided to upgrade to the higher packages. So we got. I was so amazing. I think this one Saturday I watched the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh on cable TV, but it was at midnight. It was so amazing. They had such great shows airing. And this is before they had DVR, where you could just record your shows without missing them. And speaking of DirecTV Stream, now we're actually looking at downgrading, which we have the basic package. And how I'm going to downgrade is, okay, so nothing is going to change what I'm watching right now on TV, but one of the now there's this package they have called, I can't remember what it's called exactly. It's these genre packs. I think it's called genre packs. So there's 2 packs that I'm planning on getting, because I found out you can buy multiple packs to have multiple different channels. So there's this entertainment pack. Now it includes the Food Network, a bunch of other channels, including Freeform, MTV. It has MTV under, so I can occasionally watch Big Bang Theory. They don't air it all the time, but they air it sometimes. They'll air Big Bang Theory on MTV. Anyway, so it does not include TBS, so I can't watch Big Bang Theory on TBS. But it does include access to Disney Plus Hulu, and HBO Max. Now, here's the thing though. I get that one, but it does not include Boomerang, Cartoon Network, and all that. Then they have a second package, which is $20 a month. It's a little pricey, but here's the thing is, okay, so DirecTV Stream, your basic package is $90 a month, okay? So we have also Disney Plus, so you pay that $90, okay? Plus $13 for the. So first off, we actually got rid of HBO Max and Disney Plus combo because it was cost a lot of money with DirecTV Stream. So we save $35 a month. So I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but we're going to eventually downgrade to save extra money, plus get extra content. Because it gives you free access to Disney Plus Hulu, plus HBO Max, which is such an amazing deal. I mean, sure, you're losing a lot of channels, but I mean, it could FX. I think it includes FX. I have to look that up. All right. There should be stream. Genre pack. So I'm gonna look that up. Okay. So that way I can say what channels it includes. Alright, the one I'm looking at, the kid one comes with Cartoon Network, Boomerang, basically all the kid channels. Pretty much. I mean, I think, but entertainment, you get at basic HBO Max, basically Disney Plus Hulu with ads. Then for me, the channels I would receive based on where I'm located is A&E, Adult Swim, AMC, AHS, Animal Planet, Aspire, BBC America. It's good. You know what? A lot of good channels with this package. Bounce, Bravo, Clio TV. A lot of stuff I don't watch. CNN, Cooking Cozy, Discovery, Earth, Life. But here's I care about. I like Food Network just because of Soda Plus Restaurant, and then they have Freeform. Next we have FXX, and FXM, which is their movie channel. Then you have MTV. Now, one channel they do not have, I looked through this, I believe they don't have, oh wait, show more. Oh, just one extra channel. So what they did not include is TBS. That's the only channel I really watch that they don't have. I mean, I occasionally watch MTV, but not much. Because all these shows on TV is ridiculous. Like, I've looked. That's all they air on that channel. Like, I like my channels of variety. That's why, like, when it comes to like Boomerang, I think I watch more Boomerang than I do Cartoon Network. Because I never watch new TV shows. But like when it comes to cartoons, I'll be honest, HBO Max like blows chunks. Oh yeah, it's because MeTV, which gives me access to MeTV plus MeTV Tunes. Which, I mean, honest, that's a really good deal. Plus, you get HBO Max and Disney Plus Hulu for, and that's right there is those three subscriptions. They have a combo now, so that's about a $20 subscription. So if you take that, if you take that concept, so it costs about $55 with that plus, that's about $55 a month. Thanks for following. Anyway, that's about $55 a month. But if you take the concept that DirecTV Stream is like a $20 subscription, not only do you save like $5, you save about $20 a month through the free add-on, but you're also saving. I think you're also saving the fact that it's like a $90 subscription, so you're also saving another $35. So if you take a concept, you're saving $35 plus 20, you're saving about $55 a month. What you would have spent if you bought DirecTV, the basic package for DirecTV, and paying for the combo from Disney plus HBO Max. So you're also saving on. Basically, it's like 50% off of like the whole combo. I mean, you do lose a lot of channels, but you went through all the channels you get a lot of good channels if that's what you're interested in. Because there's other ones they offer. Besides that, if you want like if you look for sports, they have like it's just sports. Like they have different sports packages. Like there's like My Sports Extra, which is $13 plus tax. Let's see, My Home Team. It's your local regional sports networks in your area when you add My Sports. That's like a mini pack. I think those are mini packs. And I think there's also Espanol, which is Spanish. Let's see what else. Here's my sports, and now this is like the sports stuff is really expensive, and it has to be the fact that if you think about it, sports charges a lot of money for their content, So unfortunately, I don't get access to sports. And like I think right now the first 2 months is like $44.99 for like my sports, but it includes like access to a lot of channels. I mean, I'm just thinking that's what you're interested in. You basically get ABC. You basically all the channels that play sports. So you got Rose. You're paying a lot of different companies. Which so that's where TBS is at. So that's why TBS, because they play sports. I think that's why they don't have that in my entertainment. It's because they play sports, so they put that in the sports package. But here's the only problem I see: if you're gonna do sports, I recommend. Honestly, I recommend doing the whole package, the basic package, because this is like $65 a month. And if you think about this, if you're looking for sports, I'm just looking for cartoons, because I review like cartoons and movies and stuff for my channel. That's the only reason why I'm looking at like the cheapest package I can get. But if you're just looking for sports, it's $65 a month, or $45 for the first like 2 months. But that's not me. But that might be someone else. And that explains why TBS went. I was wondering why TBS wasn't on there. But then I was like, oh wait, they play sports. That's why they're not on there. My sports. And then they have a duo for $80. If you want sports and news, my sports and my news, it's a duos collection. That is $80, but it's $60 for the first 2 months. So that's basically the genre packs. They're affordable genre packs. Take your pick. You can take your pick. Add a couple of them. And only my entertainment is the best package. I think I'll be honest. My entertainment is the best package they offer, because only like I think my entertainment is the only package that offers HBO Max and Disney plus Hulu. All the others, they don't really offer that. Like my sports offers ESPN. My sports and my duo only offer like ESPN basically. Then ESPN offers something called VIX Premium, which is something for Spanish people. And let's see, my news offers nothing, and the extras, and that's pretty much it. They have a lot of packages, but my entertainment is the only one that offers not one but 2 subscription services. Like my the kids collection. If you just get the kids for your kids, it's like $20 a month, and it comes with every kid channel. I actually, when I used to work at my day program, I used to pay for this until like I had to stop paying for it because I didn't have the money coming in. They have like Memory Cartoon Network, Discovery Family, Disney Channel, Disney Junior, Disney XD. It looks like they added more channels since I last checked it out. I know they had Need to Be Tunes, but it looks like they added one too. Oh, they had Nick Jr. that was on there. All the Nick channels are on there, but it looks like they added like 2 new channels. I think. Little kids. I don't remember that being on there. I remember this channel called Baby or something being on there. Oh, there's Baby. Baby right there. Baby First TV. But honestly, still keep it to the same. Now they're after Red Herring. Red showed Freddy right there. He's basically like, what are you doing up at 2 a.m. then? You're the one that scared Scooby. And he goes, I'm up because you woke me up, you doofus. It's like classic Scooby. Two Scooby snacks. 3 of my. You know what? They always change up how much Scooby snacks they give him. Like I remember there's one episode of Scooby Doo that they gave him like an insane amount of Scooby snacks. Like that would have killed him. They gave him an entire truckload of Scooby snacks in one episode. And like he became so obese, some of those scenes in the episode. After that, he was like super obese. Like somehow he still shrunks down. But I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way an animal could eat. Even a human could not eat a truckload of anything. I mean, you probably could, but it'd make you sick. Because there's something that would not be big enough to even contain that much food. And then the gang's gonna split up. Something interesting about this cartoon I'm watching is this is actually the last cartoon that Hanna-Barbera actually worked on. Like before they were acquired, before they sold off to Warner Brothers. Well, not Warner Brothers, but I think it was Ted Warner. Yeah, Ted Warner bought all the Warner Brothers, the whole Warner Brothers company, plus the animation studio, plus all their animation. He acquired it all. Then I believe Warner Brothers actually bought all the stuff from him, including Cartoon Network. Because Cartoon Network was originally started by Ted Warner. Because he had this thing called Turner Broadcasting, and that was in the early '90s. He made Cartoon Network. But if you think about this, Warner Brothers did not start Cartoon Network. It was actually started by Ted Turner. It was just acquired by Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers didn't even think about a 24-hour cartoon channel. That whole concept of Cartoon Network was all started by Ted Turner. And although the only thing that wasn't created by Ted Turner was Boomerang. Boomerang started off was a dumping ground for like all the cartoons that they didn't want to air on Cartoon Network anymore, because I believe Warner Brothers wanted to focus more on original cartoons than classics like Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, The Flintstones, Top Cat, Wacky Racers, and a whole bunch of other cartoons. They rather work on and only air on Cartoon Network. And that's to this day, the only cartoon that they air on Cartoon Network that's classic is Scooby Doo. Look at their entire lineup. It's all either original cartoons that were made by our Cartoon Network, or it's Scooby Doo. Then if you look at like Boomerang, it's still the dumping ground for their old IP characters. Like you got Top Cat and all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. This day has not changed. The only thing that's changed is occasionally they'll air like Ben 10, Powerpuff Girls, Chowder. They started airing like a bunch of. But here's the thing: is they air them like I've seen them air like Codename Kids Next Door, but if I go over like the time frame, let me see the guide. Okay, like on my Boomerang, they play Boo Boo Looney Tunes at like 5 a.m. I don't think we would watch that. But one thing that they start doing is Summer Camp Island has taken over the 6 a.m. time slot. That's when we knew that's happened. That used to be the time slot for the Flintstone kids. That got taken over by them. And now the Flintstones take over 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. Then it's the Jetsons. And I think it's Tom and Jerry. Let me check. No, wait. Okay, then it's Yogi Bear. At 8 a.m. to 8:30, it's Yogi Bear. Then 8:30, it's Tom and Jerry Tales. Followed by 9 a.m. Tom and Jerry Show. Now, Tom and Jerry Show is actually a newer series. Tom and Jerry Tales is a cartoon that used to air on Cartoon Network, which occasionally they'll bring it back to Cartoon Network. And, I mean, for the most part, there are some shows that air on Boomerang that also air on Cartoon Network. Like, for instance, like, one show that used to air on Cartoon Network, they do like about an hour from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. They play the Tom and Jerry Show. I mean, the Looney Tunes Show. They play the Tom and Jerry Show at 9 to 9:30. Then at 9:30, it's the Looney Tunes Show. Then it's Duck Dodgers, which is super weird. And it's always like classics. It starts up with some like classics from basically 4 a.m. Maybe 4 a.m. and then to like 5 a.m. It's like classic cartoons that were made by Hanna-Barbera. Then it's basically old school Cartoon Network shows that were made by Warner Brothers, I believe. Then it's a Cartoon Network original. Then it goes back to like classics from Warner Brothers, from Hanna-Barbera, for about, I think, about 2 hours, and then it's Tom and Jerry Tales, like I said, and that's no classics until 10:30 a.m. my time. It's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, followed by the Scooby-Doo Show for an hour. Then it's Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. And then it's Be Cool Scooby-Doo, followed by Mystery Incorporated. Then it's Looney Tunes. Now, Looney Tunes actually, I believe, they air Looney Tunes, I think, twice. Not once a day. They play it twice a day. But I don't... let me check, because I think I record that. Because they play like I think 2 hours. Okay, they play an hour, but I believe they play like 2 hours of Looney Tunes. My library. Yeah, it's on here. So they played a bunch of episodes today. I remember to delete these. I never watched these. But anyway, when they aired the Looney Tunes, they're airing them at my God, for me, it's like East Coast feed. So one of the major problems is the fact that the show airs super early in the morning. So before 4 a.m., I think it starts airing at 2 a.m. When it's 1 hour when it's daylight savings, when you bring an hour back 1 hour because the sun's out longer. During that time frame, the shows start airing at Looney Tunes comes on, I think 3 a.m. during part of the year, and then it comes on at 2 a.m. the rest of the year. Because it comes on, I think 6 a.m. No wait. This is basically, I think 4. Yeah, this is basically 6 a.m. East Coast feed. So it's 6 a.m. East Coast feed. 5. No wait. Yeah, it's 6 to 7 East Coast feed. So basically, it comes on at I believe 6 a.m. East Coast. 4, 5, 6. No, it comes on at 7 a.m. East Coast feed. It's so confusing. Let me see, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's 7 a.m. East Coast feed. So this show comes on at 7 a.m. So that means Looney Tunes comes out at my time, 2 a.m. 2 plus 3 hours, 1, 2, comes out at 5 a.m. East Coast time. And runs for 2 hours. Anyway, then they play that's their difference is that they play 1, 2, 3, 4 hours and 30 minutes of Scooby-Doo. Now, Cartoon Network does play classic Scooby-Doo cartoons, but here's the thing: is they play less than half of what Cartoon Network plays less than half of what airs on Boomerang. Because they don't have the time frame. Right now they're playing Amazing World Gumball. I think at 4 a.m. they just ended playing the kiddie cartoons. What I mean by that, I mean the Cartoon Network Junior versions of Cartoon of Disney Junior. Then it's Amazing World Gumball. And they only play 2 hours of Scooby-Doo. It's starts at 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. where they play Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated for an hour. And then for another hour they play Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. And then it's the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Then it's regular show for an hour. Summer Camp Island. Then the rest is Teen Titans Go until 11 a.m. with Amazing World Gumball. For 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then it's at 1 p.m. It's I think it's We Bear Bears or it's We Baby Bears. I don't know. There's two different ones. It's We Bear Bears. Okay, that's serious. I'm being honest. I love We Bear Bears. It's such an amazing cartoon. And technically, this is Adult Swim, but they're playing Courage. I'm honest. If I ever had kids, I'd let them watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, dude, it's a kid's cartoon. That's why I see it at Courage the Cowardly Dog. It means a little scary, but I'm I grew up watching Courage. Courage was awesome. So was Dexter. Sometimes that might be Adult Swim, but I'm that's Courage. That's a kid's cartoon. And then they basically play apparently Disney Channel is playing Toy Story 4 today. That's what I love about Disney Channel. Sometimes they have a random movie. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about this. They're playing Turning Red today on Freeform. I might watch that. I don't know yet. Or Beauty and the Beast, which the 2 p.m. movie. I'm definitely watching that today. Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure how I feel about watching Hannah Montana, but I did record Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special, which I'm looking really forward to watching that. But I don't. I mean, it comes out at 6, between 6 and 6 and 8. It's at 8 p.m. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I tried. I mean, like last night I went to bed at like 6:30, just because I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. I mean 3:50 actually. My alarm goes up at 3:50, and I gotta make my coffee and all that stuff. That's the only reason why I don't I'll be honest, that's what I love about DVR. You know, you can do this DVR stuff like that. I might end up deleting it if that goes to Disney Plus like the next day. And that's kind of how like Disney Plus is. I mean, it's super amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Big Bang Theory later today. It's been running on MTV. But eventually, I will be saying bye-bye to TBS. But, honestly, I'm going to be honest. I have not really been watching The Big Bang Theory on TBS. I've been watching on like, something else. And I know when I get HBO Max back, I'm definitely not going to be watching much of TBS anyway. I don't know. It's my honest opinion. I think I'm not going to be like watching a lot of TBS anyway. Apparently today they're playing NASCAR tip-off and regional semi Alabama versus Michigan. So that means like TBS ends at like 3:30 p.m. with Big Bang Theory. They usually go into like late at night. Unless it's a Wednesday, where Wednesdays they typically don't air a lot of their show, just because it airs on they air the wrestling thing, and sometimes when they do sports, it ends at like 3:30. But you know what's funny is I can watch Scooby-Doo anywhere. I watch it on live TV. Like, I guess Big Bang Theory, I don't really care for them. I mean, I like the show, but like, I think I have like childhood nostalgia for Scooby-Doo. I guess I don't know, but like, I can watch that on like live TV, and I can watch it on like streaming. I think that's the only show in existence I can actually do that to. But one thing I use to actually stream for it, the most part, is like basically a place I can watch my shows where I don't have to think about what I need to watch. I watch something and I go, okay, and I can tune into my stream. Now I use it for something where I can like look at like my favorite certain shows that are on, talk about it, discuss. But that's basically. Like even when it comes to Cartoon Network, there are certain shows that I don't watch. Like, I don't watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Now, it's not that it's a bad show. I hate how it's story-driven. I'm sorry to say this, but when it comes to, like, live TV, they need to stop airing Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. It's just that if you miss an episode, like, let's say that it's your first time watching Scooby-Doo, okay? It's not on any streaming service, okay? You know, you go, I don't know if I'm going to like this show. So, you're like, okay, I'm going to watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated on Cartoon Network. Well, guess what? You missed a single episode, dude. It might have been a huge spoiler. Like, you wouldn't know what happened next. Because if you miss a couple episodes, because each episode is, not all episodes are connected, but you don't know which episodes are connected, which episodes aren't connected. So you have to watch every episode. That's actually the real reason why I don't like Mystery Incorporated. I like shows like Scooby-Doo Scrappy-Doo. It may not be the best, but at least it's not story driven to the point where I have to watch every episode. That's another reason why I don't like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue either. I like it up to the point where it becomes story driven. Like, I watch like some episodes once in a while. Like, I like the ending episode where you find out that Uncle Albert was actually in Dr. Five's inner circle. Like, that is, like, honestly one of my favorite episodes. And it's the series finale, but still. I really enjoyed that episode. Then there's one episode, there's one series, Be Cool Scooby-Doo. Here's what's really cool. Now, I liked every episode except for the series finale. I never watched the series finale because I'm like, I don't like story-driven cartoons all the time. That's what I like about, like, Yogi Bear or all cartoons, because they weren't story-driven. I get it that you want to tell a story, but I just want to watch some silly antics of a cartoon character. That's what I like Scooby-Doo for. Because you can pop into any episode of Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Now, I will say this. There's clever ways to do a story-driven cartoon, and there's poor ways to do a story-driven cartoon. Like, for instance, the Third Goes to Scooby-Doo, you can pop anywhere in the episode. Like, it's story-driven to a point, but it's not like, you missed this, oh, you don't know what's going to happen here. They don't do that. Like, if you watch at least the first episode, I've seen all the episodes, so I can pop into any episode, and it doesn't matter what episode you are in. There's nothing leading to, like, oh, this is Mr. Soft here. Oh, this connects to this. That is why that story-driven style works, but stuff like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated does not work. For TV, at least. But that's why, like, if it's a long as heck TV show, and, like, you have to watch every episode, I don't like that. Because I want mine to be where a show, like, when it comes to TV shows where longevity on reruns, you should make your show where, like, it doesn't need, you don't have to watch this and this and this and this to know what happens in this new episode. Where new viewers can just plop in. I mean, it's really fun. Like, Adventure Time started off as, but I got invested in the story. Like, so it was a really good cartoon. But that's actually why I like SpongeBob so much. Let's be honest, that's why SpongeBob lasts so long. Because new viewers could just plop in, not have to watch like insane amount of episodes just to get caught up with it. But that's also the problem with like some of it ending soon. I guess we'll wait until 5 a.m. I just want to end. Okay, so this is what I'm going to finish off by saying that's why in The Simpsons, when you have the longevity is also a curse too. In its sense, like you look at The Simpsons or any adult cartoon that's lasted so long, they have to say goodbye to certain characters. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. But for now, subscribe, support me, watch my videos. Bye for now. Bye.